Greetings to Dr. Faita and everyone. We are from Group 16 of ECS 3401, Material Science and Engineering, which our group member consists of Wei Zheng, Wang Shen, me, Junwai. So our title will be on 3D printing techniques for custom medical implants. Let's begin our video presentation. Hope you all enjoy. Thank you. This is our table of contents, the contents that we'll include in our video. The first is introduction or background on 3D printing techniques for custom medical implants. Next will be the economic issues, environmental issues, and societal issues for 3D printing techniques in medical career. And last but not least, conclusion for our video presentation regarding the title, 3D printing techniques in medical implants and career. Let's begin with the introduction or background on 3D printing techniques for custom medical implants, which we will cover the introduction to 3D printing in medical implants, type of custom medical implants, material used in 3D printing implants, and 3D printing techniques.
Sections 1.1, which is the introductions to 3D printing in medical implants, will cover the definitions and overview of 3D printing, historical development and evolutions, as well as several key technologies used in 3D bioprinting. 3D printing is an additive manufacturing process. It makes or creates physical objects in 3 dimensions from a digital design or file, and it also works by laying down a thin layer of materials in the form of liquid or powder, plastic, metals, or cement, and then fusing the layers together. The procedure involved during the 3D printing includes modeling, slicing, printing, and post-processing. In the aspect of medical field, 3D printing is deployed in both clinical and research-based healthcare. It involves creating physical replicas of anatomical structures and enable the creation of complex, highly functional medical devices with intricate geometries that were previously not manufacturable. In other applications such as aeronautics, custom coatings, educational materials, and food, 3D printing plays an extremely important role. The development of 3D printing began in 1860 when French William pioneered a technique known as photosculpting, which laid the foundations for 3D printing. In 1984, Charles Howe invented a stereolithography device, which was later harnessed by healthcare in the very beginning of the 21st century. In 2001, the first 3D printing of synthetic scaffolds for human bladder tissues was introduced. This is then followed by a printed prosthetic leg in 2008 and bioprinting of blood vessels in the year of 2009. In 2014, a bioprinting company known as Organovo launched the 3D liver models. 5 years later, hearts were bioprinted and the device revolutionizing personalized medicine production was invented in 2020. There are several key technologies used in 3D bioprinting such as inkjet, laser-assisted extrusion, and stereolithography.
Hi everyone, today we will explore the different types of custom medical implants and their application in modern medicine. The main categories of custom medical implants are craniofacial implants, cardiovascular implants, dental implants, and also orthopedic implants. Each type addresses specific medical needs and conditions, providing tailored solutions for patients. Orthopedic implants are essential in treating various bones and joint conditions. They are used to replace damaged or diseased joints, such as in joint replacements, fix broken bones using plates, screws, and rods, reconstruct bones through bone grafts. These custom solutions enhance mobility and quality of life for many patients. Custom craniofacial implants are designed for the skull and facial bones, addressing defects or injuries in the craniofacial region. They are used for reconstructing bone defects, restoring facial features. These implants play a crucial role in reconstructive surgeries, helping patients regain their appearance and functionality. Dental implants provide customized solutions for dental restorations. Key types include custom dental abutments, custom dental crowns or bridges. A dental implant is a small artificial tooth root placed in the jawbone to support a replacement tooth or bridge, ensuring stability and functionality in dental restorations. Cardiovascular implants are medical devices placed in the heart or blood vessels to improve heart function and blood flow. Example includes custom silicone heart valves, customized coronary stents. These implants are critical in treating cardiovascular diseases, enhancing patients' heart health and overall well-being.
Now I will present the materials used in 3D printed implants. There are mainly three materials used in 3D printed implants, which are metal and alloys. Alloys is the combination of metals with another metals, and biocompatible polymers, and ceramic and composite. Now I will explain one by one for the materials used in these 3D printed implants. First, metals and alloys. Due to they are not easy to corrode in the body fluids, high strength compared to the ceramics and biocompatible polymers, and its stability, it can be used in 3D printing techniques for medical implants. How metal and alloys will be used in these 3D printing techniques for medical implants is showing here. So image acquisition for patient's data, we scan the patient's data first, whether he or she need what type and which type of the metals and alloys for 3D printing techniques for these medical implants, and we use the CAD software, computer software, uh, like CAD software or MRI or CT scanning also can, to create a data model of the implant and convert it into 2D layer slice. And then the third one is 3D printing and post processing for implants and 3D objects. And if you want to have found more information, you could be look in this journal. Actually all this information I found in all the journal that have been done here. For more information, so you all can can try to look at it, because this the journal provided information. So for the next biocompatible polymers, due to its dynamic growth of non-toxic and promotes easily use and provide improved body and not have any side effects, it could be used in 3D printing techniques for medical implants. And because the biocompatible polymers had a dynamic growth of usage in healthcare and developing tissue generation and organ transplant results from COVID-19, because during the COVID-19 we cannot go out, so scientists are developing the tissue generation and organ transplant during this period. So how they do is choose a biocompatible materials like gelatin, polylactic acid, PLA, and etc. The mostly used is polylactic acid, PLA, if not mistaken. And the second one is employ 3D printing techniques, fabricate the medical implants, and design and customize the medical implants. So it is similar like the metals and alloys. And the third one is ceramics and composite, because due to its good biodegradability, excellent strength and chemical inertness, and good mechanical properties, it also can be suitable use in 3D printing techniques. Like the first is preparation and 3D printing of porous core shell scaffolds using bioceramics, and the second SEM image for bioceramics powders and 3D printed scaffolds. The third is implantation of 3D printed scaffolds, and the fourth one is fabrication and post fabrication process. So metals and alloys is like here, and then the biocompatible polymers and the ceramics and composites. These are the examples of metals and alloys, biocompatible polymers, and ceramic composites used in 3D printing techniques for medical implants. The first one we look at the metals and alloys. This is the example, like example of metals and alloys materials used in 3D printing for custom medical implants is stainless steel, iron based alloy, zinc based alloy, and copper chromium alloy. So the applications on metals and alloys you can see in the picture here. Yeah, and for the ceramics and composites, we use silica carbide, SiC, alumina, calcium carbonate, and beta tricalcium phosphate, as shown in here. You can see the example, the 3D, the medical implants from 3D printing techniques from ceramics and composite is looks like here, and the application is in here. Like we use it for the bones organization. Like we insert the ceramics and composite 3D printing techniques implants, medical implants, into the bones by bones to have reduced the crack sound and the friction loss, because the bones is very tough, so we need to insert this ceramics and composite so they will have uh, low friction factor, so it will not harm for the bones and so on. Yeah, and the last one is biocompatible polymers. This is the example of biocompatible polymers in 3D printing for custom medical implants. Basically, mostly we use polylactic as lactic PLLA, polylactic core glycolic acid PLGA. Actually, that's this from based on from the polylactic acid, which is PLA, and the prolactin PCl, collagen or chitosan. So these all are the application of biocompatible polymers in 3D printing techniques for medical implants you can see here.
In section 1.4, I will be explaining about the types of 3D bioprinting techniques. The significance of three-dimensional or 3D bioprinting is that it uses 3D printing-like techniques to combine cells, growth factors, and other biomaterials to fabricate biomedical structure to imitate natural tissue characteristics. In addition, it uses layer-by-layer methods to deposit bioins to create tissue-like structure, which will then be used in various medical and tissue engineering experiments. Extrusion-based bioprinting is the most common and economical bioprinting method that utilize either semi-solid extrusions (SSE) or fused deposition modeling (FDM)-based 3D printing. It is widely used in various biomedical sectors that focus on biofabricated construct to enable the production of models that mimic soft tissues and bone structure, which in turn provide an opportunity for possible implants. The printing mechanism of the extrusion-based bioprinting is initiated with a paste or fluid being loaded into a cartridge mounted on the gantry or robotic arms. The gantry moves along the Cartesian coordinates above the print bed or surface the object will be printed on. Next, there will be a mechanical force, commonly air pressure, or a motor-driven piston that pushes the material through the nozzle to form a filament. This is followed by a filament being dragged across the surface that will trigger the gantry to trace the outline of the first layer. Finally, the gantry will continue to depositing the filament layer by layer in an infill pattern to establish porosity and mechanical strength. Other 3D bioprinting techniques include inkjet-based bioprinting, which is a non-contact method based on the injections of drops of liquids onto a substrate by thermal, electrostatic, or piezoelectric forces. Next is the pressure-assisted bioprinting. It is based on the extrusions of biomaterials out of the nozzle of the printer to fabricate a 3D biological structure that allows the room temperature processing and also direct incorporations of homogeneous cells onto the substrate. Last but not least is the laser-assisted bioprinting as one of the 3D bioprinting techniques that deposits biomaterials onto a surface by using a pulsed laser beam as a source of the energy. Moving on to one of the major parts of our slides presentations, which is session 2.0, economic issues. Cost of production being one of the economic issues is found to be influenced by several factors. This includes the material costs, equipment costs, labor costs, research and development costs, regulatory compliance, and lastly, scale-up challenges. The figure shows the cost comparison for 3D bioprinted technologies currently available on the market. In summary, the cost of production in 3D bioprinting encompasses several factors that contribute to its economic implications. Therefore, addressing these factors affecting production costs is crucial for advancing the economic viability of 3D bioprinting technologies, making them more accessible and affordable for medical and research applications. When we are looking into the market dynamics of 3D printing, we can see that the size of the global 3D printing markets in terms of revenue was estimated to worth 1.3 billion US dollars in 2024 and is poised to reach 2.4 billion by 2029, growing at a CAGR of 12.7 from 2024 to 2029. The increase in market size is driven by several attractive opportunities, which one of them is the growing adaptations of 3D bioprinting technology within the pharmaceutical and cosmetics. However, high cost of 3D bioprinters and bioinks, biocompatibility issues, and rigorous sterilizations have been the restraint and challenge in expanding the market of 3D bioprinting globally. The graphical representation shows the market shares of 3D bioprinting sectors from the year of 2012 to 2022. And we can see that the 3D printed products that is in the market shares throughout the year includes bioprinted food and animal products, consumers or personal product testing, biosensors, bioink, dental, and medical. 3D bioprinting holds promise for revolutionizing healthcare by enabling the creation of personalized tissues and organ constructs. However, it also poses economic challenges, particularly regarding healthcare costs in several aspects that includes initial investment costs, operational costs, healthcare access and affordability, insurance coverage and reimbursement, as well as regulatory hurdles.
Moving on to the environmental impact of medical implants, particularly those produced through 3D printing, we will address several key issues. For example, waste generation, energy consumption, end of life and recycling, emissions and pollutants, carbon footprint. Let's dive into each of these aspects in more details. For the waste generation, 3D printing significantly reduces waste compared to traditional manufacturing methods, generating 70 to 90% less waste. However, there is still an accountable amount of waste produced, with a median waste rate of 33% among users. The key contributors to waste includes failed 3D prints due to design flaws, printing errors, or material inconsistencies, and also the support structures that become redundant post-production. Besides that, the unwanted prototypes or parts due to the iterative nature of design and development. In the UK, for example, 3D printing generates approximately 309,000 kg of plastic waste per year. For the energy consumption, 3D printed products require 41% to 74% less energy than large-scale manufactured goods, according to a study from Michigan Technology University. However, several factors can affect the energy consumption, such as the print duration, object size, bed and print temperature, number of extruders, and multi-material prints. Certain processes like selective laser sintering (SLS) and direct matter laser sintering (DMLS) demand significant energy to melt and fuse materials. The end of life and recycling. The recycling of 3D printed products can be challenging, especially those made from complex composites or mixed materials. Additionally, medical waste from implants and associated devices contributes to the overall waste problem in healthcare. The efforts to improve the recyclability of 3D printed materials and manage medical waste more effectively are crucial for sustainability. The 3D printing process releases gases and particulates that could pose health risks to users. Notably, volatile organic compounds (VOCs) such as toluene, ethylbenzene, and formaldehyde, a known carcinogenic, are emitted during printing. It is essential to manage these emissions to protect the health of the users and the environment. The carbon footprint is also an issue that we should look into. 3D printing offers several environmental benefits that could help reduce the carbon footprint. The streamlined manufacturing shortens the production process, making it more direct and efficient. Hence, lower energy demands, reduce associated CO2 emissions, and also localized manufacturing enables on-site printing from digital files, reducing transportation and emissions. By leveraging these advantages, 3D printing can contribute to more sustainable manufacturing practices.
Hi, it's me again. So now I will explain on the societal issues for 3D printing techniques on medical implants issue. The first societal issue that come out will be the patient outcomes and quality of life. Like 3D printing is medical implants where we choose the types and functions of medical implants and using the design and customization of medical implants implemented from 3D printing technique like CAD software, MRI, or CT scan. It might improve the health conditions and quality of life for the patients. However, there might be some failure outcomes from these 3D printing techniques for medical implants. So this patient outcomes and quality of life is depends on the patient condition, whether the 3D implants, 3D printing techniques for medical implants is it suitable for the patients. So it really depends on the situation. So where might be a societal issue come out when the patient outcomes and quality of life of the patients is being dragged down from it. Yeah. Next, the societal issue will be the ethical considerations in 3D printing techniques in medical career or implants also become a more attention and awareness issue from public. So organ replacement with bioprinting and organ printing techniques which might obey humanity become a concern in worldwide. So the use of living cells and tissues in bioprinting raise the questions about the moral status of these materials, particularly when printing complex tissues or organ. The consent and patient autonomy where we need to ensure that patients is fully understand the implications, benefits, and risks associated with 3D printed implants. This includes the novelty of the technology and potential unknown long-term effects, respecting patients' rights to make the informed decisions about their treatment options, including the choice to opt for against using custom 3D printed implants. And health equity access are not every patient can get the equity treatments from 3D printing techniques in these advanced medical implants as might due to the money or involved in governments or private issues. So the patient's safety and intellectual property is another main key points of consideration in moral ethics since the techniques and medical implants belongs to an owner, the person who make it, and patients itself whether he or she need to take the medical implants. So although the healthcare career is in a revolution, but it might bring some ethics concern as well. Hence, we need to consider carefully before we decide on anything where we could ensuring this it benefits patients while addressing the potential ethical challenges. We give the full of best towards the patient. Societal issue also bring an impact on healthcare professionals. Like we need to train and educate for the healthcare providers because they are the person who for the healthcare providers is the person who give the best solution to the patients. So it might impact the patient's health, the quality of life of patients' healthcare issues. So we need to ensure the healthcare professionals receive a more comprehensive training regarding the 3D printed techniques for medical implants and let them to make sure the patients are suitable to use these advanced materials and the 3D printing techniques for these medical implants. So next, there will be a change in surgical procedures and techniques. So with the aid of help of the 3D printed materials from techniques from the 3D printing techniques for medical implants, surgeons need to adapt to these new techniques, which may involve a learning curve and temporarily decreases in efficiency or effectiveness. So it might pose a risk to patient safety also, where developing and adhering to standardized procedures ensure consistent and safe patient care. So it might lead to the patient safety, whether they are being suitable to use these medical implants from 3D printed techniques. So the last one is the collaboration between engineers and medical professionals. So actually this the multidisciplinary disciplinary and engineering, which it require the close collaboration between engineers, medical professionals, and other stakeholders, so they could know more and learn more about the 3D 3D printing techniques for medical implants. So because uh, the person who give the healthcare professionals to the patients is healthcare providers. So for the medical professionals, but who invented it is engineers. So they might need to have a close communication between each other with the stakeholders who invest in these techniques, to have a close communication, to have a win-win situation for all the parties, to to have lead to increase the not increase in only increase in the patient safety, but also not violate any regulations on it. Last but not least, I will explain on the conclusion for the title that we are presenting, which is 3D printing techniques on medical implants. The future trends in medical implications and career would be implemented by 3D printing techniques. As far as concerned, 3D printing technology not only advanced in medical or healthcare career, but also in aerospace, food industry, automotive, like implementing new polymers from 3D printing techniques to replace the polymers normally used in the car internal materials like car dashboard. So the compound annual growth rate CAGR of 3D printing techniques in medical implants seems to grow annually by 19.2% from the year of 2024 until 2032, according to the market report as shown in here. So in summary, 3D printing techniques in medical implants might be a future potential applications in medicine, such as bioink, which have few companies and scientists were investigating now and doing research and development, where they simulate the 3D printed insertion tool composed of biopolymer materials in it. However, they still have the challenges and opportunities for 3D printing techniques in medical implants. Challenges are technical and practical challenge and lack of regulations, where they might have just few regulations invented in 3D printing techniques. As mentioned before, the moral ethics issues show up during these techniques like bioprinting organs. The lack of these regulations in these printing techniques might lead to the techniques to be in flood, where it might touch the law like intellectual property rights. So for opportunities, more research and development R&D can be done in these 3D techniques for more mature techniques in medical implants, where it creates a win-win situation for all the parties.
These are a list of journals and websites that we refer to when we are doing the slides. So that's all from our group. Thank you.